Hi, welcome to Thomas Brown Coaching. Today I want to look at habits and what it takes to build a daily habit and how to make sure it's something that you do regularly and make it part of your day. So, for instance, I started walking again. When the weather's nice, we can walk 2 kilometers outside of our house. In Ireland anyway, that's the limit that we're given for exercise. So I started walking on Monday and I do it the same time every day. So I will choose a different route and that just makes it easier for me to do, And the best thing to do when starting a new habit is to choose one time during each day to build it up and to do it over a long period of time. So usually, if you want to build a habit, it's, you have to do it daily for a certain number of days in order to make sure it's inbuilt and that you want to do it automatically. So the best way to do that is to choose the number of days that you want to do for that habit. Usually it's 21 to 30. They're good numbers. I say 30 is better, and then take it from there. And it's better to build up, let's say, one solid habit first that you'll keep with. That's what I found. So I walk at 1 p.m. every day. I'll go different routes. I don't really track how far I go yet. And I don't really track how long I walk for, as long as I just get out and do it, So yeah, it's like the whole thing is to not put too much pressure on yourself at the beginning and to just try to enjoy it and just try and enjoy being out in nature. And to you can take at the beginning as well, you can take as many breaks as you want. That's the way I see it. And to just be kind to yourself is the main thing. So if whatever your habit might be, just try your best with it and just, at the start, it's very easy to stick with things. And then let's say a week will go by and then we'll say, oh, we'll just give that a break. And by giving yourself a break of not doing that habit, that builds up the bad habit of doing that. So that's why you want to stick with it for every day for a certain number of days. And usually 30 is the best for me anyway. And whatever works for you, you can try that. But if you can stick with the 30 days, I think that'll be a good exercise. And it can be anything. It can be painting. I like to paint sometimes. But to do something that you enjoy, that really fulfills your life. That's what we're kind of aiming for. If painting fulfills your life, or if drawing or playing music makes you live a happier life, then why not do it every day? It's, one of these things that offers us fulfillment. It offers us some joy. So what we want to do is to try and add those things into our daily routine, so that we're actually living a fuller life that we want. But of course, if we're not used to this, it's easier to just start slow. I know everybody says that, when you go to a gym, for instance, to start slow and build it up. But yeah, it is better to do that. You're also, what you're doing is you're telling your body that you enjoy this. This is the thing that you want to do, and it is something that you might want to do, or if it's something healthy that you have to do, you want to enjoy the process of it. So I wouldn't put, an excessive amount of pressure on yourself at the beginning of anything new. You just want to kind of sit into it and enjoy it. And yeah, nature is absolutely beautiful. If you tell yourself that what you're doing is difficult, you're setting a belief structure there to tell yourself that it can't be done or it's impossible. And what you want to do is you want to get outside of that belief that you set for yourself and tell yourself that something is actually easy rather than difficult. It's all about perspective. When we tell our minds that something is more difficult than it is, we tend to believe these things. And we set ourselves back. For other people, if you look at what other people might be doing, they might be doing these things like regularly, and you might be saying, oh, how can they do these things and I can't? Well, it's just because they're doing it, you know. It's never easy for someone at the beginning to try something unless they change your perspective of it. If they say, I can do this, and they believe that they can do it, then they totally can do it. And it comes back to, you know, let's say myself as well with these videos. You know, like I might have said to myself on many occasions, I can't do these. I can't put myself out there. I am afraid to be judged by people by what I put up. And, you know, these are normal things. These are our body or our mind kind of protecting us. It's like protecting us from what might happen. But what might happen doesn't create, you know, it's not reality. It's only when we do these things that the reality actually occurs. And I think that if you're doing something for yourself, I think that people will be more supportive. Not everybody, but I think generally people are more supportive of healthier actions that you do for yourself. Yeah, of course, not everyone is like this, but I suppose, who are you doing this for? Are you doing it for other people, or are you doing this for yourself? And that does play into it a lot, you know. What other people's perceptions might be of what we're doing. But at the end of it, and at the end of the day, like, you are the one that looks after yourself, nobody else. And what you choose to do with your life is solely up to you. Worrying about what people think, and people will think. People will think certain things, and you can't stop them from thinking, you know. But you can control your own thoughts in it, and how you perceive, you know, what you're doing yourself is all that matters. You're doing something that is healthy. You're doing something that fulfills your own mind. People will always have an opinion, you know. And I think as well that our own opinions of it can be worse than what other people think. So what we think that other people will think is generally worse, you know. We're very hard on ourselves. And, you know, I want, what I would like is, you know, even for myself, I'd like for myself to be kinder to myself. You know, I'd like everyone to be kinder to themselves. I can be even more supportive of what other people are doing for themselves than I am for myself. And that's a natural thing. That's my brain telling me, like, you know, you can't do this, or this is wrong. But I have to, you know, take control of my mind. It's important for me to take control of my brain and say, no, you know, what I'm doing is right, and it's right for me. And what you, my mind, and what other people might think or how they judge me doesn't matter, you know, and probably I won't even hear about it. So, like, it absolutely doesn't matter. The main thing is that what I'm doing or what you're doing to make yourself more healthy and productive is the right option, you know. So yeah, like, if you can, you know, choose today, as you watch this, that'd be great. Just one thing, and it doesn't have to be a major thing. It can be a small thing, you know. What a major thing will be to one person might be a small thing to another, and vice versa. So choose one thing that you will do at a certain time each day, and yeah, for 30 days, if you can stick with that, that'd be really, really great. That'd be awesome, actually. And you'll notice the difference. And then gradually, if you want, you can build in extra habits. So other things that you want to do on a daily basis. For me, I want to make a video every day. I made my first YouTube video 2 days ago, and I made my first Instagram video yesterday. And that was very scary. I'll say that, you know, the build up to it was actually bigger than, you know, making the video itself. How our mind plays out usually is. We are looking at all the bad scenarios that might come out of it, but really nothing bad can come out of this. And whatever you choose to do for yourself for a brighter and happier future, must be good, you know. And long term, I think you'll see more benefits from it. If you're not used to, let's say, integrating habits, I would say try a small thing, do it the same time every day, as I said, and gradually, as we realize that we can do that or do these things, then make it bigger, and build that up. So, you know, you could go 15 days in, you're like, I'm doing this thing every day. I'm really proud of myself. I'm really happy with how this is going. And then you can add another thing onto that and do those things together. So like at 11 o'clock, you could do yoga, for instance. Then at 1 p.m., you could draw something, you know, for 10 minutes and do that every single day and then build that up. And then you can add more onto that. And you'll notice that if you get to the 30 days and you decide to stop, you'll actually miss it. That's what I found anyway. Or you might become disappointed with yourself. Like, don't be too disappointed with yourself. Like, to get through all that time building in a new habit is something that you should be proud of. And yeah, like, if you can do it consistently, and I'm gonna keep this mistake in my video, because, you know, that's what it's all about. Sometimes we make mistakes and we can't be too hard on ourselves. We just roll with it and keep on going. And yeah, at stages you mightn't want to do it, or you're just like, oh, I'm not in the mood this day, or you know, you might not be feeling great. You decide not to stick with it. But I would say try to stick with it, test yourself, and, you know, I suppose be in competition just with yourself. Don't focus on what anyone else is doing. You know, they're doing their own thing. If you can compete with yourself, you'll make yourself proud. And yeah, this is my, you know, first tip for you, is to build in a habit and do it slowly and just do it every day. Yeah, 30 days, if you can do that, that'd be great. Thank you. So yeah, until my next video, I'll see you again soon, and best of luck with what you're hoping to achieve. Take care. Bye.